Andrew, welcome to Rio, back to Rio, I would say. It's a pleasure to have DESMI back in town. We have worked together in M&O and DESMI for a long time, but I want to hear your comments on Navalshore and the market in Brazil and what's coming up from DESMI.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Jan. It's always a pleasure to visit, and I think in this particular circumstance, we can see the business. We can now taste the business. It's on the rise.
Right.
So I think the period up to that has been a great investment, and thank you to your guys and your team for putting us on the map with all the contacts. But we see great things now coming from Brazil, and as you can see, we've invested as well with new members of the team.
Yes.
So we will also put the pressure back onto M&O to help us further with the good results. So I think there's good expectations, and I think especially for the green solutions, I think there's a huge opportunity.
Explain a little bit about that, Andrew. What do you mean with green solution?
So I think there's two movers in the marketplace. One obviously is to save money, and the other one at the moment is the green solution where we're reducing the carbon footprint for industry. And I think sometimes it depends who we're speaking to, who the audience is, but we can promote both.
Right.
We have proven solutions that will save a lot of money in operation, and I think we can also show that we reduce the carbon footprint for the client as well.
And this is hot topics all over the world, but especially also in Brazil. So I know that we cannot talk about the client's name, but I know you have done a very, very special project in Brazil with amazing savings and also emission reduction. Could you say just a little bit about numbers? Because I think it's general numbers for the world. What are we talking about here?
Sure. So this is a system we call OptiSave, and what that does is control the speed of cooling pumps on board the ship. It was actually a very good joint effort, Jan. I mean, thank you for the compliment, but your team also played a part with the installation, which we actually sailed with the vessel for a month between China and Brazil. And this proved to be actually very good for the system as well. We installed within about 5 to 7 days with the help of Brager and your team. And then they were able to tune the system specifically to the vessel. And the savings that we got were much higher than we anticipated. And the numbers that have come from the client, it's their numbers. We haven't made this up at all. We're saving just under $24,000 a month.
That's amazing. And that is fuel saving. And then on top of that, you have the emission saving that you can show, and that I know that this company has as a KPI to reduce their emission footprint. So significant saving. And we will see more of that for other clients, I'm sure, here in Brazil. Just a last comment on the Navalshore. How do you see here on the second day of Navalshore? Is there anybody coming?
Absolutely. One thing about this is that it condenses everybody into one spot. It's a very social part of the business as well, but an essential part as well. And it's good that we can catch up with people that we've seen in the office, actually now at the exhibition, and share a few laughs and a few drinks. But still what sits behind that is the seriousness of the business and more orders. So it's been a delight, and thank you for a wonderful presentation that you put on for us as well.
It's always a pleasure, and I know DESMI will be here many years going forward. Thank you for being at Navalshore. Thank you for doing a good effort with the clients, and happy clients.
Thank you so much, John. Appreciate it. Thank you.